Okay. Sorry, I realized I left the light on in the other room, but, been a minute since I've done a Redeye Raw live, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll do that, because why not? Yeah, this week's been pretty fun. I've been, getting back to doing actual edited videos pretty regularly, so that's been good. Tomorrow there will be a, DVD, there will be a DVD collection update going up tomorrow morning, so technically in like 10 hours. A little less than that. I think it's going up at 10:30 a.m. Yeah, I've been looking into finding stuff for Boogie, right? Because the comics are pretty rare and hard to find. Turns out Barnes & Noble sells them digitally. It's all in Spanish, obviously, so I can't read it, but I did buy Volume 2 on there, and I got Volume 1 as well. And then I have a physical copy of Volume 4. So I got digital copies of 1 and 2, and then I got 4, physically. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, yeah, it's been good to do some actual, like, you know, just giving myself a goal of doing a video, an edited video every night before the stream has actually helped me be more consistent at it. Especially since I already had topics in mind. That's been pretty cool. Obviously, I'm still working on the Clay Puppington video. So I'm going to upload that once I finish it, obviously. I'm still scripting it. How far am I in the script? Let's see. Let me open the old script here. Alright, so the Clay Puppington script is currently at 3 pages, almost. Well, it's on the 3rd page, but it's still at the top of the 3rd page. Let's see, how many words that... Why? That's the thing about OpenOffice, is it doesn't tell me how many words, whereas Microsoft Word did tell me how many words. Did you hear about Susan leaving YouTube? Yeah, I sure did, Ree. I know she's retiring, or not retiring, stepping down. I don't know what she's doing other than that. I don't know if that's going to make any major changes, but, yeah, I did hear about that. You know, another thing I'll bring up, you know, I'll wait, and if Chisu gets here, I'll bring it up here, because it relates, I think, to him. It's not anything serious or anything, so it's not like, oh no, but, I am going to bring up something that happened with one of my streams, probably because of Chisu's comments, but I get it, it's nothing bad, it's nothing too bad. Anyway, so yeah, it's been good. I did 2 episodes of Media Opinions this week, so that was pretty cool. That's a series I hadn't done in like 2 years or so, and so it was good to get back to that. Other than that, you know, one thing with these Redeye Raws, I never know what to title them after. So there's like 1 or 2 of them in the playlist that are literally just called Redeye Raw Live. Some of them I've given titles like after the fact. But I don't want to be like King Cobra JFS where I have a bunch of shit with the same name, right? Because, like, do you know how many videos he has that are just called Video Response or Chillin'? They should bring back the dislikes and annotations with Susan gone. I mean, yeah, that'll be cool, especially dislikes. I mean, annotations was one thing that was fun because I would put secret videos with links in annotations you couldn't see. Like stuff with the channel lore. Which, you know, I've more or less abandoned the channel lore for now. Maybe I'll go back to it eventually, I don't know. There was a hidden video I hid in Captain Shame episode 7. There's like there was an area on the screen that if you clicked on would take you to an unlisted secret video. That was called Message from the Master that just got into the channel lore stuff. And I was planning to do this whole, like, ARG type thing. And I, like, dropped a hint in a later video. I just said 737 or something like that. Or 7237 or something. It's in one of the other Captain Shame episodes. Just pointing out how to find the hidden video. But, and that I was going to do, like, a whole big, like I said, like, ARG type thing. But that didn't happen. They should bring back YouTube Messenger, too. That was an old school feature that I missed. I mean... Maybe. I mean, I don't think anyone really used Messenger anymore. I think a lot of people didn't even know it existed. I used it a lot back when I first started on YouTube. Back in, what was it, 2010. I actually did use it quite a bit. So, I mean, if they brought it back, maybe I'd find a use for it. That would give me a way to talk with people back and forth. But as far as that goes, I didn't really use it much right before they deleted it, so it's like even I kind of phased out from using it, so I can understand why they kind of got rid of it. Again, I think it was... I did use it a lot at the start, but... yeah. I'm saying again a lot, which I don't like to... I don't like being too repetitive with my words. But I do that. I do. When I said do-do, haha, tee-hee. I'm also playing Solitaire right now while I'm doing this stream. I was going to stream last night, but then I hung out with my friend Spencer because... we played more Knights of the Old Republic 1. Or no, Knights of the Old Republic 2. Sorry, I don't know why I don't know why I said 1. What a weird thing to do. But he's almost done with 2. He's like right about to get to the final boss battle in KOTOR 2. So we were playing that here on my modded Xbox. So that's pretty cool. Sup, Andy? How you doing? Been a minute since I've done a Redeye Raw live, I think. Has it? How long has it been? Let me see. Let me take a gander. Take a little look-see. Let's see. Like an actual proper Redeye Raw. Like I've done a Redeye Raw, right? Like I did a Redeye Raw 8 days ago, but that wasn't live. When was the last live one? The last live one... Oh, okay, it was 3 weeks ago. Okay. Well, there you go. One of the Redeye Raw streams from like a month ago, I want to say the chat was actually disabled. What? Which one? Hold on. Because I've never disabled chat. If they disabled my chat, I'm going to have words. Okay, there's chat on that one. You said like a month ago? Let's see, what other Redeye Raw? That's a Redeye Theater. That's also a Redeye Theater. 2022 recap, maybe? No, I mean, there's chat replay on that, so... I don't think so. Do you know which one it was, Ree? The one where you were outside the whole stream smoking? Like when I was smoking the pipe? Because I just checked that one and that wasn't... unless it was the one with the cigars. Because to be fair, there's been a few that I've, like, smoked. Let's see. Redeye Raw live. Live chat replay was turned off for this video. What? Why? Yeah, I see what you mean. What the fuck? Why the hell did it do that? Did somebody say something like super edgy in the chat and that disabled it? Hold the fucking phone. Comments. Huh. I legitimately would not have caught this if you didn't point it out to me, Ree. I can't find a way to turn it back on either. Why the fuck would they do that? Did somebody say something? Like, did somebody, like, post a no-no word in the chat or something? I don't fucking get it. Right. And it's not age restricted, is it? Is it age restricted? Hold on, did this get age restricted? Is that what happened? And if so, why would that... Hold on. Show more. It doesn't say it's age restricted. Now you've got me, like, concerned. What the fuck? But it won't let me change it to be age restricted, so what the fuck is going on? No, it's not age restricted. Subtitles. Customization. Live chat replay. There, it's on now. Why the fuck was it off? Hold on. I don't see anything in the live chat replay, though. So did nobody say anything that entire thing? Is that why it turned off? Did it just get turned off because nobody said anything? I wonder if that's why. Yeah, I think that must have been it. Okay, so it's nothing malicious. It's just there was no chats. Wasn't there for that Redeye Raw? It was Chisu in the chat. Well, I was able to turn it back on, and there was no one in the chat when I looked at it. So, I don't think so. I wasn't listening to the audio, so unless there's some fuckery with that, I don't know. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, Ree. Luckily, I don't think it was a problem. I just think maybe there wasn't any chat, so it got disabled. I think that might have been what it was. But I did re-enable it anyway, because that did throw me off. Then again, have I ever had a stream with no chats? I guess I have. Yeah, you know what? That one, that might have had no chats, because I think I was, like, in between streams or something, and so I went outside and had a cigar, and it was just a very casual one. I think that might have been what it was. And nobody showed up because it was only, like, 30 minutes. Yeah, Susan Wojcicki is being succeeded by Neil Mohan. Okay, well, I mean, again, hopefully he's good for the site. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about it. We'll see. He's already a prominent guy at YouTube, so, I mean, there's a good chance nothing will change. But let's hope if there are changes, they're for the better. I would hate it if there's changes for the worse, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's see. What else is there to talk about tonight, boys? I need to finish editing the Rio video. I know I keep saying that. I know it was like 6 months ago that I posted the video that said, coming soon! But that's the problem with doing big, long videos, is sometimes, especially when I was, you know, not uploading as much, there is some delay sometimes. Neil Mohan has not been in the public eye long enough for people to know enough details, but many people are hoping he will be better than Susan Wojcicki in every way possible. I mean, hopefully. On the mobile version of YouTube in the bottom right, seeing the option of emojis is pretty distracting. Yeah? Okay. Here, have some emojis. Let's just fucking spam a bunch of fucking emojis in the chat. Let's do that. There you go. There you go. There you go. What the fuck are these emojis? What the hell are these things? Like, it looks like a fucking green lizard chick going like this. There's like a fucking monstrous face going. Urgh. There's a what? I don't even know what the hell that is. Then there's like a guy going like this, and then some hearts and what looks like Peppa Pig screaming. I don't know what the fuck these emojis are all about. Yeah, there you go, Andy. Bunch of emojis are so fucking stupid. I've never quite understood the point to emojis. But let's see. Other than that, I've been wanting to do. I'm glad I've been able to be more consistent, like I said, with videos this week. I think I'm going to try to be more consistent just in general, but I'm not necessarily going to do every night of the week next week. But this week I did make a goal to do a video every night, and I was going to do a stream every night too, but like I said, I was hanging out with my friend. So we didn't do that. But here I am streaming tonight. I was debating if I was going to do Lollipop Chainsaw, or more Fallout 3, or Mortal Kombat, or Skyrim, or Morrowind. There's so many games, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm not going to play a game tonight. I'm just going to come on with the chat. Yeah, there we go. There's more fucking emojis. But yeah, like I said, I'm playing Solitaire right now, so that tells you that I take this very, very seriously. But yeah, tonight I uploaded the Artist Vision Media Opinions video. And then I also, tomorrow, like, again, technically in, like, 9.5 hours from now, my DVD collection update will go public. It has been uploaded, but it is just scheduled for upload, so it's not published yet. And they made a whole movie about emojis, also known as one of the worst and most hated movies in the past decade. Yeah, no, the Emoji Movie looked like shit. Let's see. What was it trying to download? Oh, whoa! That's interesting. So when you read on Nook, it acts like paper. So like I don't know if you guys can see this, right? You can't really see it. It's too bright. But like it looks like you're turning a page. Yeah, there's no way in hell. It's way too bright. Yeah, because I got Nook and Kindle on here for different stuff, because I don't usually buy ebooks, but there's a couple of things that I got as ebooks. Again, Boogie being one of them, because the volumes are so fucking ridiculously expensive, and since I can't even read the Spanish, it's like, I might as well just, not... You should do a Redeye Raw every Friday, because that fits the vibe of streams much better. You think so? I'll think about it. What, you think games during the week and then Redeye Raw on Fridays? But here's the thing. I don't like committing myself to a schedule. But, I mean, I'll take it under consideration for doing, but it won't be like a commitment I make. I am going to try to finish more Takeshi Tuesdays. I've had one episode of the next batch, like, recorded for, like, I don't know, fucking a year or two. When the hell was the last Takeshi Tuesdays? Let's see. Getting any... Beat Takeshi Murder Case. Was that the last one? 2 years ago for that. Let me check the playlist. I'm curious now. I'm real Crassius curious. Yeah, Beat Takeshi Murder Case was the last. So it was 2 fucking years ago. God damn. Did you hear about the Fairly Otter Show canceled after 1 season after being removed from Paramount Plus and streaming and Nickelodeon's official website on January 30th, 2023? No, I can't say that I have, Andy, because I haven't really followed that show, because I've been kind of indifferent to Fairly Odd Parents for a while. Like, the new seasons look like shit. I liked the first couple of seasons. I think Channel Chasers probably should have been the original end, like the ending like it was supposed to be. But to answer your question, no, I was not aware of that. I have not kept up with Fairly Odd Parents. Hey, there we go. I finally won a game of solitaire. I failed like 4 games in a row, and then I won that one. South Park recently jumped on the bandwagon of making fun of Kanye now. I didn't see the episode, but I saw some clips. It's just them trying to be relevant again. Well, South Park has always tried to be quote-unquote relevant, at least for a while. And they used to be okay at that, you know, with the whole 6 days to air. They'd try to stay relevant. But now when I see something on South Park, even with the 6 days to air, a lot of the times they're behind. It's shit that I've already seen and seen parodied plenty of times already. You know what I mean? Cinemassacre also uploaded another YouTube short. Did they now? Oh, you know, I've also got a, I'm gonna finish editing that, Elfin Lead response that, you know, we did it live for live responses. I've thought of doing more live responses, but I just haven't yet. But I think the Elfin Lead one was the last one I needed from that first batch of live responses, wasn't it? Where did I put my Dr. Pepper? That is a question. The hell is this anyway? I don't get why this says it's Yorotsuki Doji. I don't even know what the fuck it is. Huh. Oh well. Let's see, what else is there to talk about tonight? That's the thing about Redeye Raws, is if I don't come in with a topic, sometimes I ramble and just kind of don't do anything for a minute. Sometimes when I see the fucking art that Jisoo posts in the fucking Discord, I question my existence. Find it amusing that Sujin Wojcicki is leaving CEO exactly 18 years and 2 days after YouTube was founded. Why is that amusing? Would you consider yourself a weeaboo? No. Like, I mean, I watch anime sometimes. But the thing is, like, especially nowadays, I've been really, like, fucking burnt out on anime. And I've bitched a lot about it, probably to the annoyance of a lot of people. Like, all anime now looks fucking the same. And, a lot of, like, tropes and shit I'm fucking tired of. So I haven't really watched anime very actively recently. Like, I rewatched Yorotsuki Doji 2 the other day. But other than that, I really haven't been watching a whole hell of a lot of anime. I've just been... And, like, when I do, I often rewatch stuff I already knew I liked. So no, I wouldn't consider myself a weeaboo. Maybe at a point I was, when I was obsessed, but like obviously I'd never call myself that, because I've always found that term derogatory. And people who call themselves otakus are fucking pathetic. Like, otaku is literally an insult. And so if you're calling yourself that, you're kind of a fag. But, no, I would not consider myself a weeaboo, personally. Like I said, I've seen my share of anime and my share of hentai and whatnot. But, no. I think the thing I've been consuming the most was just thought-provoking stuff, really. Like, I watch movies and stuff that actually have, like, a message or a deeper thing that I vibe with now. That tends to be more what I go for. If animes were more like the movie Spirited Away or any Studio Ghibli film in general, I probably would be a weeb, would you? Look, I like Studio Ghibli, but they're not my favorite. I like Princess Mononoke. That's easily their best movie. Like I said, I like Studio Ghibli, but I'm not like crazy about them. So for me, like, anime is at its peak with like 90s OVAs, 80s and 90s OVAs. Those are peak anime. There's not been any new anime that have come out that have interested me at all. Like, I'll come home from work sometimes, and I'll see, like, Michael and Trevor watching, like, Spy X Family or some shit, and that shit looks so fucking gay to me. Like, I'll hear that little girl be like, and I'm so fucking tired of that high-pitched, like, little girl voice that's in anime all the time now, trying to be cute. I fucking hate it. I don't like cutesy shit. And it's so fucking common of a trope. You know that 8 Crazy Nights is overhated when it gets official Nostalgia Critic treatment review? Oh, hey, Chisu. I think that me reading your comments got one of my old Halo streams age-restricted. So that's fun. Again, I don't care, because it's an old Halo versus stream, and I have videos that I've chosen to age-restrict over time anyway, so I don't really give a shit. I just think that's funny, that your graphic, horribly disgusting fucking chats got one of my streams age-restricted. I thought it would at some point. I'm honestly surprised it took this long, because you post the most vile, disgusting shit. It's not even entertaining, it's just disgusting. At Yu-Gi-Oh! I used, it could have been your swearing. That's also true. I have not completely overruled that fact, because I do swear a lot, so that could be part of it. But, yeah. How many subscribers of yours are minors? I don't fucking know. Not a lot. Look, I'm obviously not a channel for kids. I've made that pretty clear. I'm over-the-top offensive. I swear a lot. I review fucking hentai on here. So, obviously, my channel is not for kids. And like I said, I don't care when shit gets age-restricted. It happens. Like I said, there's plenty of my old stuff that is age-restricted, because I age-restricted a bunch of stuff when COPPA first got, like, announced, because I was fucking nervous. That's why it's funny. It's so wrong. It's fun. No, it's not, Chisu. It's actually just kind of annoying and repetitive now. For a while, it might have been fun. But since you don't have any original material anymore and it's all the same, I lose interest a lot of the time now. Like, that's the thing. You run something into the ground, it loses its value. At Yu-Gi-Oh! I used Archfiends round 1, lost to Branded Despia 2.0, round 2, lost, or 2-0 rather. Sword Soul 2-0, round 3, 1 versus Exo Sister. Again, these Yu-Gi-Oh! Recaps, are you, like, proud of these, or? I've never understood. But the guy was new to the deck. Round 4, I lost 2-0 to Branded and came in last, but did get 2 of the secret rare or gigantic champion Sargas. And number C62, Neo Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Drag. You see, again, these fucking terms mean nothing to me anymore because I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! I got trades for a few cards, as well as selling the super rare Kashtira tournament pack for $5. Why, if it was rare, why would you sell it for $5? Not bad. Okay. I was when I first watched him in 2017. Yeah, that's true. And like I said, but as far as I know, not a lot of kids watch it. I feel like for me, like, let's look at my analytics real quick, right? So my biggest demographic, according to YouTube analytics, which, granted, people can lie about this shit, but, the vast majority of people who watch me, let's see, we have, so 0.4% of my audience is 13 to 17, according to this. My biggest audience is 18 to 24, that makes sense. And my male to female ratio, I got 80% male, 19%, 80.9% male, 19% female. Which I think is really funny, because it actually used to be a lot lower. It used to be like 10% female, so apparently more chicks are watching me than before. Which, I mean, hey, whatever. Also, most people, even people who hate the movie, can at the very least agree that the animation in 8 Crazy Nights is actually really good and nicely drawn. Yeah. Spirited Away is deadass one of my favorite films of all time, like top 5, being honest. And that's coming from someone who hates anime. Many of Gona Guy's fans are chicks. That's true! If you remember, when I reviewed Violence Jack, I looked at the IMDb results, and women overwhelmingly gave it better reviews than men, so, you know. They like Cutie Honey and Kekko Common and Violence Jack and Abashiri Family. Yeah, true. Also, Redo of Healer has a pretty big female audience, too. I'm just saying, I think it's funny, because I make a lot of sexist jokes now, especially, and I feel like I do way more than I used to. And I'm much more open about sexist stuff, but yet, somehow, I have a bigger female audience than I did before. That's what I'm saying, Rhea. Yeah, I also find it funny, because Rhea says, I find it funny how many women watch your stuff, even though you constantly badmouth them all the time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's surprising to me that it's gone up. Because I say sexist shit all the time. I was 16 to 17 years old when I first started watching Fugitive Redeye in 2017. Okay. On Canada's state broadcaster, the CBC, they spend several minutes on these two monsters who murdered a cop and were out on bail, but didn't check in. Also, were banned from owning weapons, but didn't follow. Yeah, that's the thing. Here's the fun thing about banning things. Criminals don't give a shit if something's illegal. That's why bans don't work. Anyway, then said, one is red, so he has colored colonialism issues as an excuse for cold-blooded murder. Yeah, that's fucked up when people try to say, oh, well, he's a minority, so then it's okay. That's awful when people say shit like that. I don't think it's very common, but the news does, like, actually, no, it is common. I will say that. People will use that as a crutch to try and say, oh, well, it's not as bad because racism or some bullshit like that. Because nobody likes to take fucking self-accountability anymore. Anyway, the news guy says these limp measures aren't worth the paper they're printed on. Right after that, they talk of the pack of teens who murdered a hobo and one got bail and was told to not go on the net or own weapons. It's like a RoboCop or Simpsons joke. These killers on bail ignored the law and killed a man. The system doesn't work. Also, these other killers got bail and had the same restrictions as the last guys on them, yeah? Maybe it's like how these anti-white things get self-hating whites loving it. Okay. Also, there was a lot of stupid trends like fidget spinners and dabbing going on in the world in 2017. It was nice to see a channel like Fugitive Redeye that was not buying into that crap, yeah? I mean, some women like it when you're rude to them. Yes, a lot of women like that, dude. Women will like what I tell them to like. You can see me squinting when I'm reading Chisu's chats, because, like, I can see myself because of the delay. So I just think that's kind of funny that you can see my eyes, like, squint when I read Chisu's chats. All right. But, yeah, I gotta say, Chisu, I think your videos, when you have that Shin Godzilla guy narrate them, those tend to be your best videos. I think he does really good narration, and I think it's good that you keep having him do that, because I think those turn out better than a lot of your other videos. Why do you squint when you do that? Do you have a problem with reading or something? My eyesight is really bad, yeah. And Chisu does really long text, so, yeah, my eyesight's not good. Like, I mean, it's not the worst, but I gotta wear, like, glasses to drive. I don't use glasses a whole lot, but I gotta use them to drive. Black who hates whites, he said the first is worse as they have... I think that the first of that got cut off. Oh, no, okay, they're reversed, I think. I asked my left wing, pro-gay, pro-gun control, pro-pedo, pro-animal rights, pro-commie, pro-gender offender, yet oddly pro-Muslim friend, who's worse, a white who hates blacks or a black who hates whites? He said the first is worse because they have historical reason, which I said, I'm Polish. Is it good if I hate Germans? Yeah, there you go. You should probably wear glasses if that's the case. I mean, I do sometimes. Like I said, I'm not big on wearing glasses, though. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I asked my black friend who's from Texas, what's worse? He said, both are bad. Well, yeah, of course he did. Because, well, here's the thing. I actually think that people are allowed to hate whoever they want as long as they don't actually hurt them. Because that's the thing, is people can have whatever opinion they want. It's just their actions that really cause the problem, you know what I mean? Now, if someone has an opinion I find reprehensible, I'm not going to want to associate with that person, but I still think they have a right to hold that opinion. Hey, show that Xbox Series X or S controller now that you have the webcam turned on. I don't care if it's a little dark. Well, Andy, I use this controller for my Xbox. Like this is just it's just a regular Xbox One controller with the Minecraft edition. It's Trevor's controller. I literally just like stole it from him and use it. Like, well, I borrowed it from him and then haven't returned it because he doesn't want it back. Because he doesn't use his Xbox. But no, I've been using Trevor's controller. Basically, I've been bumming controllers off my brother's because I'm too fucking lazy to buy another one. Because mine was broken, so I borrowed Kyler's Halo ones from him. And then they broke, and then I replaced them for him, and then I borrowed this one from Trevor. So if that one breaks, I'll have to replace it for him. We do have Elite controllers for the... but those are in the other room for the other Xbox. I'm pro-life, so I'm against abortion, assisted suicide, and the Holocaust, but I have friends who think those are good, and I don't shun them or force them to change. God gave man free will. It's not man's place to take that from... Exactly, Cheese. Like I said, I think people can have views that are reprehensible, and I think that's their right to hold those views. If someone tells me a view that I think is fucking awful, I'm going to tell them that view's fucking awful. But again, I don't think that means that they shouldn't be allowed to think that. You know what I mean? I think I've admitted before, but yes, I am a glasses person in real life and have been like that for over a decade now, since October 2011, yeah? Okay. Like I said, I have glasses. I keep them in my car, because that's really the only place I ever use them is when I'm driving. But they're actually pretty scratched up. I should probably get a new pair sooner or later. Also, my screen isn't, like, the best resolution either, because it's just an old TV that we're using, like, I'm using as a monitor. It's not even the right resolution. Like, the sides of the screen are black. There's black bars because it's not quite the right size. So I've been playing Tales of Phantasia on GBA, and it's the PS1 version of an SNES game ported to it. Okay, it's pretty good. Okay. Well, that's good. Let's see. You should probably get a new TV if that's the case. Well, it's not the TV. Like, no, it's fine. Because the thing is I'm very like just functionality over like I don't need things to be like pretty and great and like be like cream of the crop. I have a 4K TV. That's what that is up there. But I've never bought like an actual like proper monitor because I had this old TV laying around. So of course I'm going to use this old TV because it works. I mean, I'm literally using a fucking Xbox 360 Vision camera for my webcam. So obviously, you know, having like the best equipment has never been my priority. And I'm using a Blue Snowball microphone that costs like $50. On an ad during Soviet Seth Meyers, an ad for the AIDS meds Dovato, which I assume is for Demi Lovato, who also chooses queerness. Seems like it's all connected. Okay. On Fear Factor, they eat a whole ostrich egg, which is disturbingly the closest to normal thing they made anyone eat. Usually it's reproductive parts, congealed blood, various organs, or living things. True. Honestly, ostrich egg doesn't sound that bad. I'd eat ostrich egg. Like, it's just egg, right? So, I mean, granted, duck eggs are pretty gross. At least the, like, pickled ones I've had or whatever they are. You know, in that snack review we did a few months back. I use my webcam mic to record my abridged videos, do you? I mean, that is something from, like, a YouTuber from, like, 2008 would do, so I actually applaud that, yeah? Like, obviously I have my phone, which has a higher quality camera, and I go back and forth on which I use for Redeye Raw, just depending on what I'm going for. I edit all my videos in Movie Maker. Like, it's not like super high quality here. It's all about functionality. The good thing is I'm at an age where I'm not really growing anymore, so I can keep the same glasses size. Yeah? Well, yeah. Let's see, what else? See, that's the one good thing about Redeye Raws, is when I run out of topics, if there's people in the chat, I just read chat. And then that way, I tend to read more chat on these Redeye Raw streams, too, overall. More than, like, the gaming ones, I do try to read a lot of chats, unless I'm in no mood to deal with Chisu's fucking chats, because sometimes those can get pretty dull to me. I do still try to read a few, mind you, but, like, obviously I've been reading not all of them for a while now, but on these Redeye Raws, it's pretty easy to read all of them, because that's mainly it, right? When they/them say, I feel like this, so I am it. It's like saying, I feel like I can lift 400 pounds, so I can. Yeah, there you go. And when someone asks you to prove it, he gets triggered and says, that's offensive. Who are you to tell me what I am? I identify as it, so I am it. Don't oppress me, or I might jump in front of a train, and it will be your fault. I'm the normal one here, not a hater like you. Well, that sounds familiar. I've heard people say, you know, similar things, not in those exact words, and obviously not about lifting, but, you know. I've heard some trannies say some stuff similar to that. What the fuck? I can tell the quality difference when it's iPhone. I don't use an iPhone. This is an Android. It's a Samsung Galaxy S9, I think. See, I can actually check the back of it. Hold on, let's see. What is it? It is Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. So I was one off there. It's an S10 Plus. What did you do in the 3 years you left this website? I mean, I still lived my life. I still played video games, went to school. Because I was in high school, right? No, I wasn't in high school. It was right after high school, wasn't it? So actually, yeah, in that 3-year gap, I was working at McDonald's, playing Xbox Live. And I did do a few videos on a friend of mine's channel while I was away from YouTube. Like, so it's not like I was completely absent from the site. I appeared on my friend Gaming Retextured's channel during his trolling series. Bones up on Greta Garbage sees her mom was a successful opera singer and she bullied her into ending her career for this global warming mania. Then says it was her choice. I didn't make her do anything. I just provided her with the information to base her decision on, which makes sense. She doesn't feel for others she harms, as her autism keeps her from having a soul. Okay, Chisu. So you went to college? Yeah, I did go to college. I went to college for 3 semesters. I never graduated college. I in all honesty, college is pretty pointless. First semester I took 3 classes. I think second semester I took 4 classes. I took 4 semesters. Yeah, that's right. Because third semester I only took 1 class. And then fourth semester I took 2, I think? Or was it 3? It might have been 3 again. No, I think it was just 2. Yeah, because I think I took math and actually, it might have been 3. I might be mixing multiple things together now. That's the problem. The one that I took 4 classes was awful. That's why I only took 1 the 3rd semester. Some of us are still trying to recover from Miss Wojcicki after the past 9 years. You better do us good, man. Neil Mohan. Again, I'm not going to make any judgments one way or the other yet, but I'm going to be honest, things probably aren't going to change all that much. We'll see, though. In G.I. Joe, scientist uses DNA from all of the best leaders / warriors to make the ultimate one, Serpenter, which today totally isn't like Dr. Gero and DBZ using DNA... Or, sorry, which totally isn't like Dr. Gero using DNA from the best warriors to make Cell. Yeah? My mom's cousin's kid worked at a McDonald's in Poland and stopped eating there after it. Yeah, I still eat McDonald's sometimes. In all honesty, like, I know some of the gross stuff that goes on, right? Like, the egg things aren't the cleanest, but I disagree because the college isn't pointless because those degrees can get you somewhere in life. No, they can't. No, they really can't. Most jobs do not give a shit about a college degree anymore. And at best, if you get a good degree, you can maybe get a higher level job if you have experience as well, which you're not going to right off the bat. So you're going to have to take a low level job and get the experience anyway. And then after that, you're still going to have you would have been able to get the job just with the experience a lot of the time. College is so fucking pointless. Like, all it does is say, look at me, I'm smart. But, like, really, it just means, look at me, I'm compliant. And I go and I fucking just parrot all the shit the teacher wants to. Because that's how you pass in college. You just tell the teacher what they want to fucking hear. I thought it was 4 years, not the college thing, but the YouTube left thing. No, I was gone for 3 years. Between 2012 and 2015. Get a job working porno? Okay. When I say okay, no, I'm not going to do that, but to be clear, that okay is not me saying, yes, I will do it. Or will I? I went to community college to try and become an early childhood educator, and after fucking out of that, I tried to be a personal support worker. For college, I took history and electioneering. Okay. But the thing is, so did your degree help you in any way in life, Ree? Because that's the thing is, most jobs don't give a shit if you have a degree. Most jobs are fine if you just have a high school thing. And if they have bigger requirements, it's usually like a trade school or experience, which you can easily substitute instead of a degree as well. And college is also just like a huge waste of money. And it's all just the same, like, bullshit ideology. You just have to, like, pretend that you feel bad for being a white man, and then they'll give you good grades. Especially, like, now especially, but... on this ASPA ad, the first Noel playing and trying to get us to feel for animals outside, but not mentioning the ones in the woods or rivers. They/them show a devolved-looking dog spazzing outside, but then dissolving to the chick promoting this, so it looks like the dog devolved into her. My idea, Simpsons clip, legend of the dog-faced woman. Yeah, your degree did help you read. Well, that's good. I'm glad it did. Like some people, it can work. Like, let me put a caveat to that. When I say college is pointless, just the attitude of everyone should go to college is wrong. But if you have a very specific degree in mind that goes with a very specific set of work, then it can be good in getting you the qualifications for that work. So you can take college if it is something you know is required for a job you want and you have that planned out, then it can work. But I ultimately think that college is a terrible thing, especially now. A few years ago, it was okay, but it got progressively worse and worse over time. And it's always had underlying problems and indoctrination problems there. Yeah. We all know a certain Valerie Flowers, who was also an underage viewer of Fugitive Redeye, which they have made very blatant. By the time Valerie became an adult, they didn't really care anymore. Not sure what you mean by that, Andy. Like, yeah, I know he was a teenager when he used to watch me, but what's your point? Like, are you just pointing that out factually that he was a teenager when he watched me? Because I don't really think that's all that interesting of a fact. So yeah, like I said, I think college is massively overrated and is largely useless. It used to be better, but I think that college is, all honesty, just a way to show compliance, and I ultimately don't like it because you don't actually really learn anything for real in college, and it's bullshit that you have to take a bunch of classes that have nothing to do with the degree you want. Like, I was going for a writing degree, and I still had to take, like math and history and shit, and it's like, why? I'm going for writing. So why do I gotta take all this other bullshit? It's like I did all that shit in high school. Why do I gotta do more of it now? You really think I'm gonna need to know fucking, like, fractals and, like, fucking logarithmic equations and shit? Like, if I was going into a field that needed it, then it would have a use, but I wasn't, you know what I mean? Because I was very lost, and college was a way to try and figure stuff out, which I think is ultimately a mistake that a lot of people make when they're young. But yeah, I went to college for 4 semesters, and big waste of time. Like I said, ultimately there were some good things that came about from it, but it's not something I would ever do again. But it was part of my journey, right? Part of my arc. But I don't think when did I actually start college, actually? I was still working at McDonald's when I did. And it was between college classes that I first started reading Violence Jack. Because I had my iPod Touch that had Manga Storm on it. You can meet some pretty nice people in college. Oh, I'm sure you can. I didn't really, but I'm sure you can. There's also a video game called I, Robot. Has nothing to do with the movie of the same name. Really? Oh yeah, you're right, Andy. Has literally nothing to do with it, though. What the hell? Huh. I'll be damned. You were born in 1994 and turned 18 in 2012, meaning you have to have started college in 2012. No! That's not true at all. You can start college when you're older, dude. I think I started college at 19 or 20. Because after high school, I took like a year off from school, at least, if not more than that. I might have taken 2 years off from school. I might have started college at 20 or 21. It was somewhere in my early 20s. I think I was 19, but I don't remember for certain. But I certainly wasn't 18, because I gave myself at least a year off from school. But the oldest I could have possibly been was 21, because I was still working at McDonald's. So the fact that I was still working at McDonald's tells me that I couldn't have been older than 21, because I quit McDonald's around age 21, so... At 3:53 a.m. on February 17th, this guy tried to open the door and left when it was locked. Again? Jesus Christ! I looked outside the window and saw dark pants and shoes going into a dark car and rode by my house, then driving to the next house and stopping out of my sight. What is this? Government agents? Burglars? Have you guys, called the police to talk about this? Because that's fucking freaky, dude. Because this has been happening to you, 3 nights in a row? It's looking like underrated games is the next top 10 list you're doing. Yep, it sure is. Let's see what percentage we're at on that. We are at 71% with a total of 17 votes. At least, maybe more. Yeah. You ever had like an experience like that at McDonald's? An experience like what do you mean exactly? Like a freaky person coming? Because like I mean, there was the Smoky Juicy guy who got pretty confrontational. I did a whole video on him for like the first episode of Tales from the Drive-Thru. Who like got mad and threatened. I worry it might be a government agent who the cops can't stop. Well, Chisu, I don't know if you're important enough for the government to be coming and investigating you. And the government probably wouldn't just, like, try to open your door and then leave. They'd probably knock and announce themselves, right? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for paranoia, and I'm into conspiracy theories and shit, but I don't think that you're high profile enough that anyone would actually give a shit, you know what I mean? And that's not as an insult. I'm saying, sounds to me more like burglars. Because if it was a government agent, either A, they would announce themselves and show a badge, or B, they would be much sneakier than that. Because government agents don't actually have to come to your house to spy on you. They can just, like look through your internet connection, or they can use audio technology that can pick up your sound from far away. Like, you know that there are plenty of technologies that they can listen to the inside of your house without having to go inside. So there's no reason why they would do it that way. That sounds more like a burglar to me. Despite being removed from streaming, there is still one episode of Fairly Otter that's available on YouTube, and Nick has not taken down that upload. Okay. What role at McDonald's did you get when you worked there? So I was what was called a crew, and then later crew trainer. I did a little of this and a little of that. I was mostly a cashier, but I did, clean the lobby as well, or wash dishes. So I took orders. I worked the grill a couple of times, but not really. I did do the grill, but that was probably the thing I did the least. I'll tell my parents to call the cops. Yeah, I would, Jisoo. That's because that sounds freaky to me. That if it keeps happening in the middle of the night, like at like 3, like almost 4 in the morning, that's suspicious as fuck. My dad's in the Knights of Columbus, though. What's the Knights of Columbus? Is it a Catholic thing? That's what I'm seeing here when I'm looking it up. Knights of Columbus is so it's like a fraternity, right? Like a secret society almost, right? Like kind of like Skull and Bones or something, or like Freemasons, but like Catholic. So, but yeah, it's a fraternal organization, right? So that's okay. But it's good things like charity and stuff, from what I see. So that's why you should have a gun on you at all times. I agree, Ree. Fucking based Ree coming in tonight. But no, Chisu's in Canada, so he can't. As Catholics couldn't be Freemasons or Klansmen, we started that thing to help Catholics. Okay. Either way, you should probably see if you can do something about that, because that's freaky. I've called out fugitive Redeye videos before that don't have swearing in them, but that's only once in a blue moon nowadays. I can't think of more than one video where I don't swear. Actually, you can, but there's issues. Yeah, but, like, you have to have, like, all sorts of permits and shit, and isn't it harder to get one? Like, you can't have a gun for home defense in Canada, right? Like, I mean, you should be able to. It's bullshit that you can't, but didn't, like, Trudeau do, like, a big thing saying that you can't have guns for self-defense or something? I could be wrong. Or maybe that's just something he said, but it was toothless. I don't know, because obviously I don't live in Canada. Because, obviously, I live in a red state where we fucking pack heat when we want to pack heat. Especially since we have constitutional carry. Which means that you don't need a permit, if you don't know. If you live in Florida, it's actually okay to own a gun there. Yeah, it is. Florida's a red state, Ree. Of course you can own a gun there. He did a thing saying long guns? Oh, okay. I thought he banned handguns too, didn't he? How about a water gun? Yeah, there you go. That'd keep you safe. Dude, my hair looks so fucking ridiculous right now. Florida is based? Oh yeah, Florida's super based. Where the fuck did I put my Dr. Pepper? Because I'm getting a bit thirsty now. Ah, look, the flashlight. That is awful. Look at that. That is terrible. He wanted to, but there was pushback, and they/them backed off. Okay. I mean, in Jacksonville, which is a town in Florida, there's a lot of gang violence there. Yeah? It's a pretty populated state, so... Florida is weird and has base people. It's Poland. Yeah, like, that's the thing about Florida. Florida is such an interesting state, because, you know, it's got the infamous Florida man. We all know that water guns is the only gun I was allowed to play with as a child, even though I was aware of real guns too. Well, yeah. And in general, you don't want to play with a real gun. Real guns are dangerous to play with as a toy. They're a tool that you use for defense. You don't play with them. Like, that's the thing. Anyone who owns a gun is going to tell you, you gotta be safe. Safety is the most important thing with owning a gun. Seriously, my hair looks fucking ridiculous. I look like a goddamn, like, anime character or something, like, with the fucking thing sticking out there. What the fuck? I look like fucking Ruby Rod from The Fifth Element. What the hell? Imagine if they/them complained about Pope Benedict XVI by saying his deaf rocking hundreds of priests was homophobic and pedophobic? What? Defrocking! Sorry. Defrocking. Alright, tell you what. I gotta go find my Dr. Pepper, because I am fucking thirsty. And I also need to piss. But those are the exact opposite problems. Wow, look at that. Computer screen. I shall return. Ah! God damn it! Ah, the cord to the headset got stuck in my beard. It's awful. Ah, God. Ah, there we go. That got it. right. Got my Dr. Pepper. Alrighty. I don't even know why I'm wearing this headset, because again, the mic's over here. Like, this headset's not the mic. So, I don't know why I'm wearing it. Because I use this when I'm, when I'm doing, like, you know... Because this plays audio, so, like, if I'm doing, like, a video on stream, then I gotta use it, but... Rip Bozo, yeah, there you go. In the Steven Seagal movie, A Dangerous Man, he's locked away from his woman for a while. Comes back, is an elite ubermensch who no one can stop. Saves a regular guy / minor thief from being iced. Saves a girl who couldn't talk and deals with an evil group that is with Asian influences and a group with military influences. Totally not like Fist of the North Star. Okay. Damn it, it's all shaken up. In 40s Germany and 2020s Canada, they have doctor-assisted suicide for handicapped people, as I guess being disabled is a capital offense. Yeah, there you go. I like to move it, move it. I like to move. Hey, Super Bob, how you doing? Gamer Fuel? Well, I always called it Gamer Juice, Andy, but, you know, it's no Code Red, you know, because that's a real gamer drink, because the gamers, they know. You go down to that Maverick and you get the Code Red, you get this real gamer drink, and the gamers, they know, because you're a gamer. What if they made an Autism Powers movie where... because his dad wasn't there, if Austin got turned queer or into wanting to be a girl, and the real reason he bones so many chicks is because him having his thing in them is the closest he has to actually being in a woman's body? It's a terrible idea, Chisu. Actually, you know, I will drink more. I don't think you've shown the DS on camera before. Have I not? Are you sure? What are you doing right now? Not a whole lot. Just sitting and chatting. Sitting and shitting. Idea, Taylor fight, Marjorie Taylor Greene versus Taylor Swift, the real woman versus the feminazi. Two go into the cage, one comes out, winner gets to live tonight on WWF. Okay. Interesting matchup. What if on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Michael Keaton put the wrong tape in picture and it showed a dude whipping out his dong? Why? Just why? Why would he just have a video of some guy beating it onto food? I don't get it. I was also not allowed to play M-rated games as a child, though I didn't own any consoles for like 12 years. Okay. Looks like Demolition Man is canon, profanity costs you money, and they censor everything. Me on sissy-ass YouTube demonetizing vids for profanity. You know, the DeLuca family, they finished the first season. I guess they're doing it in seasons, right? And it ends on a fucking cliffhanger that's really intense, so that drives me nuts. Because the way it ends, I'm like, goddamn, why did they have to stop there? Such a good game, though. Again, there's literally no reason for me to wear these headphones, so I don't know why I still am. Because, again, the mic's right here, so... But out of habit, I do wear the headphones when I stream, because I use it, you know, for the game audio and stuff. I've been watching this weirdo on stream who gets angry a lot, called Cyrax. Yeah, I've heard of Cyrax. Remember when YouTube would allow porn on the website? This was way back in the day, like 2009, I want to say. Yeah. Man, I am seeing myself scratch a lot on the delayed camera. I'm like scratching my face and my arms and shit, and it's gross. You wear headphones as you're autistic and gotta keep stimming. Ah, there you go. You know, we actually had an autistic guy in my class in school. They had to put like a weighted vest on him when he would like overstimulate himself. When you think about it, using the rainbow to represent gayness is cultural appropriation of a Hebrew proto-culture, as the Torah says the Lord used it as a promise not to destroy the world again, and thus misusing it to promote sodomy and anti-Semitism. Yeah, there you go. Although even as a child I was aware, or at least heard of Call of Duty, because that's a particularly iconic M-rated gaming franchise, and also overrated nowadays as well. Okay. My ears are itchy from the headphones at work. You know, something that drives me nuts is I lost my, like, main headphones. So I've gone back to using my spare headphones, which only have one. Like, it only has one earpiece, which, granted, I only use one at work anyway. Best art request, draw the GT Saiyans and Super Saiyan 4 as an 80s hair metal band, and the Universe 6 Saiyans as BTS in Super Saiyan Blue and Pink. Okay. Damn, I move around a lot, don't I? Again, looking back at myself, I'm just like, God damn, I am moving around a lot. You know, I could do my entire PS3 collection that is actually mine in like 2 seconds, because I only have 3 games. I got Watchmen, I got Fallout 3, and I got Lollipop Chainsaw. Like, there's other PS3 games here, but like, those are the only 3 that are actually mine. I'm pretty sure Cyrax is autistic too. Yeah, I think he is. What do you mean 2? What are you insinuating? I'm not autistic. Chisu was making a dig at me. My Immortal did to Harry Potter only its mainstream? Oh wait, no, I skipped ahead. Hold on. So I realized that with Netflix and Disney turning characters queer and changing everything about them and making them anti-canon stories, choices, and bad relationships, it's pretty much what My Immortal did to Disney, or what My Immortal did to Harry Potter. Now it's mainstream. PS3 has no games. Yeah? Okay. I wish Rockstar would release GTA 6 already. We've been waiting for 10 years at this point. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't really give a shit. Like I said, I don't look forward to a lot of new things coming out anymore. The game I'm looking most forward to right now is the Y2K update. So the fact that that's the game I'm looking most forward to says something about gaming for me. I mean, granted, I'm also looking forward to Deltarune chapters 3 through 7. 3 through 5 I think is what's being done in a set, but God knows when that's going to come out. Let's do another game of Solitaire. Why the fuck not? Solitaire's a real man's game. God damn it. Give me a good... There we go. That's the thing about Solitaire, is part of it is absolutely luck-based. Like, there's skill to it too, I'm sure, but... So at my mom's side's Christmas, I saw my cool 90s aunt's kids. They grew up, and I joked that they were played by new actors. And the girl was reading Animal Farm and had read 1984. Also, she read The Origin of Species and noticed things that didn't add up and is leaning towards creationist. They polls, so it makes sense they'd be based. By solitaire, you mean jerking off? No, I mean solitaire is in fucking solitaire. Like, here, let me do this. Where is it? Where's the button? There's the button. I found the button. Hey guys, I got a toaster. I appreciate your work ethic, Tommy. It's an inspiration to us all. There you go. There's solitaire. I think I even caught 1 or 2 Call of Duty commercials on TV as a kid, but thankfully those commercials did not contain any uncensored swearing. Okay, Andy. Sodom Millionaire? Okay. To the tune of Friends. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Barack Hussein is back and he killed JFK? Okay. Quick synchro summon Scarlet Red Dairymon's dragon in attack mode. The new Family Guy meme I've been seeing recently is Peter saying the N-word. The thing is, so there's actually an uncensored version of that video that isn't on YouTube anymore, because I remember that one, because I saw that like 2 or 3 years ago. Because it started out as a bird is the word thing, and it had Peter go, oh, well, I hate niggers. I hate niggers. But like, all the new versions of it cut short. He just goes, I hate, and then it just cuts, obviously, because they don't want to get in trouble. I've been playing a lot of Halo 3. It's fun. Yeah, Halo 3 is great. I'm BLT without the lettuce. A man-sized serving, you won't forget us. But yeah, no, I've seen that Family Guy meme because it was a thing years ago and it's only just coming back. But obviously, like I said, it's not the full thing anymore because it used to have him say the full thing and like sing a whole verse about it. Eyes, we don't need eyes. Plugs brain into Virtual Boy. Okay. I have a 2-inch wheelie. Do you now, Toast Tunes? Well, that's a bit too much sharing. You know, sharing is caring. But sometimes one can care too much. And the old school Call of Duty games, World War II. I mean, like, World at War was really good. Like, most of the Call of Duty games were World War II. Nice? What's nice? Chat delay, so I'm not sure what you're referring to. Grand Theft Auto is another one I knew about as a kid, mainly because they were releasing a lot of games for that franchise back in the 2000s. Yeah, true. See. I'm gonna lose. Now, that's the end of that chapter. Alright, there we go. There's the button. Button, who's got the button? Next time on Untold Celebrity History, Elton John and why he's still alive. In a men's room, Elton comes out of a stall and wipes his mouth. The Reaper is in the room. Reaper, Elton John, it's time you've sucked your last dong. Slices him in half across the waist. The top half climbs up to... Again, why are you the way that you are? Climbs up the legs and start with its arms and sucks his own dong. Reaper, no, it's uneven. You may have bought some time, but when you suck one more, you'll be mine. And I know you can't resist. The man parts disintegrates into smoke. Elton, he's right, I can't resist, but there's one way. Narrator, and on that day, Elton John only sucked dongs in pairs, 2 at a time, and that is why he's still alive, and George Michael isn't. Okay. That's very stupid, Jisoo. Very stupid. Not good, just bad. As all the beta males are gushing for Rula. Who the fuck is Rula? The new colored woman in Dragon Ball Super. Oh, okay. I say we draw her going to the lookout and meeting Mr. Popo, and when she mouths off to him by being triggered by his appearance, he backhands her and starts... It just had to go here, didn't it? And starts boning her ass with his 16-incher and says, "You know your place, slave." Are you typically starting live streams around 1 a.m. now? I mean, it depends. Didn't I start this one at like 12:30? I think I started this one at like 12:30. I don't have a schedule, that's the thing, Andy. But yeah, I mean, 1 is pretty common. 11 is also common. It really just depends on the night. It's just a spur-of-the-moment thing. You never know what you're getting with me. Maybe I'll start just doing, like, I'll put dates on these Redeye Raw lives or something. Back in those days, and I was playing Halo 1 and 2, and I love it. Oh yeah, Halo 1 and 2 are good, too. Halo, like, the Halo trilogy is amazing. Like, all the Bungie Halo games are good. After that, not so much, but the Bungie ones are good. We've been screaming for an hour and 20 minutes now. Have you ever played Bully? Yeah, I've played Bully. I've never beat it, but I played it. We've been screaming! Ah! For an hour and 20 minutes now. So apparently in Naruto they bring up this goddess or whatever named Kaguya as the final boss, which was used both in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal manga and in the fighting game OAV Voltage Fighter Gokaiser. But I dropped out in the Resurrected Ninja battle, so I wouldn't fully get it. Sad 343 ruined all of it. Oh yeah, no, for real. Halo is so like the thing is like I know people are finally starting to shit on Infinite, but I was shitting on Infinite from the day it came, like the day that I first played the fucking beta, and then I played the real game and I didn't like it. And then I only ever played it when people like wanted to play it with me. And then I played co-op that one stream and it was so fucking dull. Like Halo Infinite is so boring. By the way, I check pretty much daily to see if there's ever an update for In the Fog by Issei Sagawa, the translation that guy's doing. And so far, no, there still hasn't been one in 4 years. So, I guess we will see. We will see who uses the duct tape. Duct tape? I'll give him a duct tape! Oh yeah, I take it if I don't see you live streaming at around 11 p.m., then I'll just wait for 1 a.m. or pretty dang near close, yeah? I mean, that's a fairly safe bet. You gotta also remember, this week, every night before I stream, I would edit a video, because I've been trying to do a video every day this week, which I've succeeded at, which is pretty cool. On CBR, they whine about things wrong with Naruto, and one is how Sakura and Sasuke are cool with each other after everything Sasuke did, which reminds me of Sonic 06, where one character says to, I think, Shadow, even if the whole world turned against you, I'd be by your side. Maybe they/them on Reddit, who CBR got the list from, never had a true friend that they'd put above they/themselves. I mean, Sakura's a fucking, like, she's a simp for Sasuke, that's the thing. She always has been. Unless you're talking about Naruto being cool with Sasuke, but again, that's because, you know, he was his bro. Closest thing he had to a brother. So in Sonic Lost World, Sonic and Robotnik got a team up to stop this thing Robotnik did that could destroy the world, but for some reason they bicker over having to team up, even though they did it before in Sonic Adventure, Adventure 2, Heroes, Shadow, 06, which unhappened and shouldn't count, Advance 3, Chronicles, Dark Brotherhood. Dark Brotherhood? What, fucking, like, in Elder Scrolls? Which may happen after this, and got along much better, even though each time the planet was also in danger. Did they forget the past half-dozen team-ups? I mean, it's Sonic, so I don't think they care that much about, like, consistent, like, lore, right? Like, I know Sonic has lore, but, like, never thought that was, like, the big focus with Sonic, right? Same thing with Mario. Like, a lot of those games, there's no real, like, consistent timeline. McClunky. Things that are bad: yellow teeth, yellow eyes, yellow skin, jaundice. Yeah, jaundice dick in your mouth. No, I had jaundice when I was a baby. They had to put me under like UV lights to get me over it. It was only for a few days after I was born, mind you, but that's when it's most common. Which is better, Call of Duty or Medal of Honor? I've played more Call of Duty, so probably I would say Call of Duty. But even then, like, I'm not, like, crazy about it. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Hmm. What was the last good Halo game? Halo Reach. On Son of a Critch, Canadian Wonder Years, Mark's grandpa, played by Malcolm McDowell, is bummed his last Hollywood friend bit it, which makes me think he's too bummed and gets his military weapon, then commits seppuku with the bayonet, and then puts the musket in his arse. Why would he do that? And says, just like in Caligula, and then blows himself apart. Okay. You put dates, years/dates on the holiday-related Redeye Raws. That's true. I'll probably just put today's date on this title or something. I don't know. Nah, Cyrax is more yellow. More yellow than what? Like, I'm not yellow. I had jaundice when I was, like, born. But that's it. At least I think it was me. It was either me or one of my brothers. I think it was me. I also had, like, a really long umbilical cord that went all the way around my neck, but luckily wasn't tight enough to choke me. Imagine if Angela was yellow. She would be a Simpson. You calling me a woman, man? You gotta understand, that's like the worst insult you could give to me, calling me a bitch. Ain't no skank. A little dark, what? Bringing up the fact that I was born with a long umbilical cord, that's a little dark? Or are you saying that the room's a little dark? Or are you saying that Chisu's idea is a little dark? I was super jaundiced as a birth needed a transfusion, and being in the 80s, my parents worried about AIDS. Oh, yeah? On Son of a Critch, Mark's bummed that his girlfriend is with another guy. When the new guy confronts Mark and girlfriend says she was never his woman, Mark goes off bummed. My idea, he gets his grandpa's service weapon and slices up the guys with the bayonet, then puts the gun in the bore. Why is it always in the ass? And blows him apart, then sticks it in the girlfriend's mouth, covered in crap and guts, and says, "You made me do this." And blows her head apart, then puts it in his butt, and then pulls blah blah blah. He pulls the trigger. I got both ends done! Blows his head off. And then it zooms in and fades to black as the song playing is Hello Darkness, My Old Friend, and then credits. The song's called Mad World, by the way. I mean Angela. Word on the street is where a porn another dude, therefore you're a woman? What? Your English is broken as fuck there, Ree. I mean Angela, word on the street is where a porn another dude, therefore you're a woman. What the fuck does that even mean? Also, therefore? As in the fucking number? What? I got clean blood and didn't get it from a spreader? Yeah, that's good. Some Redeye Raw videos have a long title, adding in the date could max out the time. Well, yeah, I'm not saying on all of them, just the ones I can't think of a title, Andy. But man, everything is a little dark right now. You gotta play the ooze. It makes you a sexual Tyrannosaurus. Not some slack-jawed fuck... Not some slack-jawed faggot like me. That's a quote from something, right? I got... I read that already. Alright. I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am. And I'm here to do whatever I can. Be it early morning, late afternoon, or at midnight. It's never too soon. How do I do this? I'm trying to figure out how I can... Oh, okay, I gotta do that. And then... Oh, wow. Let me restate it, Angela. Word on the street is you were there a porn with a man, therefore you are a woman. I mean, that makes more sense. I know what you're saying now. It's still got broken grammar, but I'll take it, I guess. Predator 001. Yusaka Yara played Minerva's dad in Transformers Super God Master Force and Die Atlas in Transformers, but in the show between them, Transformers Victory was Star Saber being the dad to a human kid. It's connected. Your grammar sucks too, and your mom's doesn't, Andy. What? Only real niggas spell check before they post shit? Okay. That Redeye Raw playlist has a lowercase r in the word raw, by the way. Okay. In Soviet Canada, news stations say their location they report from as unceded Indian tribe land, which is really beta male thing to do. You never see John Wayne saying that. It might as well say coming in from unsucked Indian tribe dong. Okay. Oh, hey, this is from the movie too. Okay. At least I don't got a small dick, Andy. Oh yeah, that's the go-to insult, right? Got him. It has the same pun. I said hemorrhage, not verbiage. That's pretty good. God. Boogie's such a good fucking series. All right. They ought to do a Big Bang Theory live-action movie based on Penny's movie Serial Apist. And they can also do a sequel called Serial Apist 2, Monkey See, Monkey Kill, and Serial Apist 3, Statutory Ape. Penny, but Harambama? We can't. I was cloned a month ago. I'm underaged. Harambama. Harambama not care. Harambama needs butt. Okay. Angela, get in the kitchen. That's your only purpose in life, woman. The chick who played Aunt May in the good Spider-Man movies was born in 1927, so as of January 1st, 2023, she's in the public domain. What the fudge? Okay, Andy. To be read in a higher clown or teen voice. Higher clown or like, do you mean like this? I don't even know. I don't even know what you mean by that. I'm not good at doing a teen voice. He's a candy-ass faggot with his dog in his butt and his butt on a dung and a dung. God damn it, so much. It's not good. It's bad. It's repetitive. It's a football. I chiseled it. You are my bitch now, Angela. You couldn't handle me, Ree. I'm too man for you. I'm too much for you. That was fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I like how on Stephen Colbert, Soviet Steve gushed and hyped the Amazon Lord of the Rings like it was going to be good, but after it came out, he hasn't mentioned it. It's like the Garbage Pail Kids weren't so bad. It's good, but it was full-on bad. Okay. Well, let's see. We'll round this out to 2 hours. That's what I think we'll do. So we'll go for another 15 minutes, give or take. You were meant to be my punching bag. If you speak out about me, I will end you, slut. Shut the fuck up, you bitch! You slut! What if they made Tarzan where a cheetah was named Suicide-dentified? Huh? Where a cheetah was named so as identified as a cat? Then they start giving it surgery and hormones. That rambling dongs and butt is what I talk to myself a lot like. That sounds awful. Um, hmm. Hmm. Well, Bill's dead. Let us see. What else can I talk about for 15 fucking minutes? Shut the hell up. If you say one more word, I will end you. You couldn't end me even if you tried. You ain't got the stones, boy! I said on KOF 15 trailer for Team Samurai, in a world where muscly guys and 90s babes are toned down, covered up, or retconned out, such as Dragon Ball Super, Soul Calibur, or Hello Nurse, one series will have the chutzpah to have the manly alpha males and curvy thick chicks as characters, defying the malcontent whining of those who don't play video games. This summer, the seeds of the future lie buried in the past, as one company will give the players what they want. And what has been denied for too long, winners. King of Fighters 15. Shatter all expectations. Rated PG-13. I want someone to draw Rula from Dragon Ball Super, but in a style of how Toriyama draws colored people. And looking more like Staff Officer Black or Keela or Mr. Popo. How dare you cheat on me? I'm the best man ever, and that dude has like a 2-inch dick. How can you leave me for him? I'm going to end you now. What on God's green earth are you on about, Ray? You were, at first I'm like, you want to throw me out? That's fine, but not for him to take my place. Are you out your mind? This couch, this TV, this whole house is mine. How could you let him sleep in our bed? Look at Kim, look at your husband now. I said look at him. Ain't so hot now, is he, little punk? Why are you doing this? Shut the fuck up, you're drunk. You're never gonna get away with this. You think I give a fuck? Come on, bitch, we're going for a ride. Sit up front. Any favorite video game chicks? I don't really think about that, dude. Like, that's not really a thought that crosses my mind with video games. I guess Cortana. Well, actually, you know what? No, that's a blatant fucking lie. You know what? Actually, yes, Luna DeLuca. Luna DeLuca is easily my favorite video game chick, because it's literally a game of, It's literally a Newgrounds porn game that actually has a really good story, and Luna DeLuca is fucking great. So, yeah, Luna DeLuca. You did a top 10 list of top 10 video game chicks? Okay. Congratulations. So, TFS has been falling apart. Master Wuggles and Lord Moonstone left. HBI2K left long ago. They stopped ZBZ Abridged. They stopped DBcember. They only do a new Hiffle every few months. Most of their activity is streaming games that ain't really good. Lord Sodom Bottom Kaiser Neko is mentally unwell and can't handle how America is recovering and being straight/white/Christian. They keep getting needles. It's only a matter of time. The hottest female video game character is King K. Rool. What the fuck? Like Eve from Dragon's Lair, she's based on the historical figure, but is ultra thick. No. Gross. Believe me, there's already people making videos celebrating the stepping down of Susan Wojcicki. Again, I'm not gonna get my hopes up on shit. We'll see how things go. But, yeah. Alright. Stream will end in 9 minutes. Only 9 minutes till we drop our load. Drop our load. Drop our load. Only 9 minutes till we drop our load. Ho 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 ha! Yeah, because I think 2 hours is a good length, and I don't have a lot of topics to talk about tonight, so... We've already more or less gone over the 2 things I wanted to really talk about, and then I've just read chats. Sonic Last World is pretty aggravating. I tried homing attack across a gap from an enemy to enemy, but after hitting one, Sonic automatically flies back to hit a power-up I don't want, so I can't get register or something behind me, like Sonic Holocaust World. More like Sonic Holocaust World, as it never should have happened. Okay. Across the gap and jump off a cliff and try again. Okay, so I missed the middle one. But when riding a rocket in the same level, if I jump past the next thing, I can't homing attack, but back to it and fall in a pit as it doesn't register. Yeah, gotcha. King K. Rool is my waifu. Okay, Ree. Eight minutes. Let's beef it up. Best meme idea: take the scene where Captain Planet and the Planadiers, where that teen has HIV, and word gets out, and add the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX voice clip of Yubei saying, "Fought that sounds like F so like you hear." What the fuck does any of this mean? You hear your friend has AIDS? What? You better not be spreading that trash. You're defending him? Maybe you got it too. Maybe you and him F. Okay. If you are what you eat, then the Frenchies must eat a lot of male donkeys, female dogs, male organs, and anuses. Yes. Ever met a Sonic fag in real life? No, not really. Like, I've talked to people about Sonic, but I've never met, like, a hardcore Sonic fan, no. From me, there's no lovin', that Dink is a loser. He belongs in the oven. Okay. Effed means effed? No, I gathered that, but I still don't know what the first one meant. Because you said, fought that sounds like effed, so it's like, you hear your friend has a... You see what I mean? It's awful. Your writing is awful because you can't distinguish what you're actually saying, and... I don't get it! I don't get it! Oh, fought! So she's saying fought, and it sounds like fucked, is what you're getting at, right? Malcolm in the Middle? Huh? What about Malcolm in the Middle? I'm confused. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big. It's like A as a in person A. Oh, okay, I get it. Shut your herpy-infested mouth the fuck up, slut. Stop pushing me to end you. Sometimes, Ree, you make me smile. I did say before that the 2022 movies South Park, The Streaming Wars Parts 1 and 2 are very relevant to today's topics from the titles alone. Okay. The real racism in 1939 Civil War movie Gone with the Wind is that there's no Asian representation, therefore the remake will include and focus on several ninja characters who are oppressed by the Confederacy and being forced to eat each other out of the food supply being cut by racists. Okay. Both Guts and Griffith's first time was with a man for money, and they both did stuff with Casca. Kind of like how Tim Burton's Batman, both Batman and the Joker, have many things in common but are opposites. Or you and Kaiser Neko. Again, I don't know if you're really all that similar to Kaiser Neko, man. I think you put yourself on a little bit of a pedestal when you do that Kaiser Neko talk, to be perfectly honest. Because people know who Kaiser Neko is. People don't know who you are. So in the past, the French Canadians used to be Catholic, but have since abandoned the faith and wound up oppressing people over their race and religion and language and nationality and disability, kind of like the Führer. Yeah. Alright, boys, we got 3 minutes to hit 2 hours. You're pregnant now? Well, it's not my child, so I guess I'm gonna run away, you slut. Okay. Also, I meant to say nearly 23 years ago in a previous live stream, by the way. So you're literally correcting a comment from a previous stream and you expect me to remember what the fuck you're talking about, Andy? People say the swastika is ruined forever as the Germans misused it for a few years, but by that logic, the name Joseph is ruined too, as Joseph Stalin, Joseph Mengele, Joe Biden. Yeah, there you go. God, my fucking hair is ridiculous. I look like a fucking killer clown from outer space. What are you gonna do? Knock my block off? I guess Andy is 23 years old now. I don't think so. I think he's 22. In Texas, a crook was robbing a Mexico restaurant, so an American pulled out his firearm. Yeah, I saw that one. And sent him to HE Double California, but the newspaper is more neutral on this monster and thief being disposed of. You know what they say? Men go to jail, animals get put down. Well, it's men get arrested, dogs get put down. You're devolving? Yeah. Best line, for as it says in the Bible, crucify him. Okay. Alright, we got just a few seconds. I'll go just a little smidge longer just to make sure. Is cool sharing with network TV. Oh, no, I skipped. Okay. So Jared Carmichael went on Jimmy Fallon or whatever and talked about how when he sucks a dude's wiener, his face looks like Viola Davis doing an emotional scene. This is something he's proud of and is cool sharing with network TV, how we've devolved. Yeah, true. People have no shame no more. And nobody has anything that they don't want to fucking talk about and broadcast to the whole goddamn fucking world. But you know what? I think this is where we're going to call it for today. I hope you boys had a good time. This was very unfocused, rambly, and bullshit. So, hopefully, nearly 23 years of time has passed between the air dates of South Park's episodes of The Tooth Fairy's Test 2000 and Cupid Yay, which is also how long it took for Matt Stone to return as a writer. Okay. Hey, Angela, I got a woman that is better than you. Take that, slut. Okay. Sometimes, Ree. Alright. See you guys later. Have a good one. Toodles!